And we are almost live. Hey, and we are live. Welcome to my channel, my lovelies. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and click on this video. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy. We are doing a daily vibration today, my loves, for June 2020, right? Okay. Now, you guys know that we talked about these dates, and we've been talking about these dates for a few months now. They came through in the channel a while back. And not only this month, but we also have dates for next month, right? That we talked about in one of these live videos. So the weekend is here, y'all, right? The weekend is here, and we talked about this big projection of collective energy that was going to be coming in. We talked about all of the emotional waves that was coming in. And if I'm not mistaken, I do have in my notes from the live that we did about this, where I talked about extreme emotional highs and extreme emotional lows, as well as extreme energy of passion. Now, these extreme emotional highs and especially the extreme emotional lows, they can be a little volatile. So as you're moving throughout the energy of this weekend, you want to be mindful not to poke the bear. Okay, so just be mindful not to poke the bear. And if you feel like you're being poked at or you're being pushed this weekend, you want to be mindful to really tap into your feelings and see if it's the time for you to maybe check somebody, or maybe it's the time for you to, mellow out because you're too much emotionally vested in something, and then your ego has a bigger chance of rising, okay? Which can make you an emotional puppet to other people's, I want to say like the fuck fight energy, okay? So some people are literally going to be trying to bait you today as we're coming into the energy of the summer solstice, okay? The summer solstice energy opens a gigantic puddle and activation to, I really want to say, like the heart chakra. Okay. We are definitely coming into Cancer season. Cancer's energy is governed by the moon. And I always talk about this, whether you call the moon a big magnet in the sky, a planet, an asteroid, a base, whatever you want to call it, right? We do know, at least what they do teach us is that the moon governs the electromagnetic pull. So if that's, the energy that energy is, or if that is the energy that body of planet is being demonstrated as, then you definitely want to understand the laws in which that energy works, okay? So the moon's energy is governed by emotions and feelings, my love. Okay, so that's what governs your emotions and your feelings, okay? There's some aspect of that can be feminine energy, but you can also represent the earth also as being the feminine energy. Or you can say, yeah, like the earth is the feminine energy, and maybe the moon is an expression of what the earth is feeling, right? Okay, think about that, right? Okay, so with that being said, you want to be mindful today not to undertake too much stresses of the day that is not your stress. You want to be mindful, basically mind your business today. Yeah. How does minding your business look today? Well, don't have an opinion for things that you need not to, right? Lighten your load today. If you have been having the same conversation with someone for months now, or maybe even for years about the same thing, and you have recognized within yourself that this person is just not going to change, this is their walk, this is what they're doing, don't allow energy vampires today to harvest your energy. Okay, so because I did tell y'all this is going to be major energy harvesting, and it's not just the elites that are doing this, honey. Okay, the people that you love, okay, they harvest some energy too. Okay, and this could just be simply the ones around you that constantly requires attention, okay? The ones around you that are very pessimistic, and instead of looking at themselves, they seem to project all of the things that you do wrong and why, you ain't never going to accomplish things, because that's how they view themselves. So you want to be mindful of what's yours today and what's not yours, okay? As you're moving throughout this energy. Now, with that being said, keep in mind that you have I want to say the mental power, right, to create a new earth or a new universe or a new reality, like however you want to frame that. Now, we talked about people solidifying their timelines as we came transiting into this energy, okay? So right about now, you should be feeling exactly what timeline you've chosen, okay? And the energy is really just trying to get you to release all of the extra old baggage that you may have transiting with, okay? You should now be feeling the effects of this new timeline as far as, wow, okay, feels different. Okay, wow, I'm doing things differently. Wow, I'm moving differently. Wow, I'm feeling differently. You may not have the total picture in complete orchestration yet, but you're starting to see the outlines of something beautiful, or you're starting to see the outlines of something that you've worked hard for a really long time come into fruition. Okay, with that being said, so the wisdom that's popping out today from the ancient ancestors deck, my loves, is the Shield Maiden. Okay, so we're rocking with some Shield Maiden energy today. This is about making plans and staying focused. Okay, once again, if you are making plans and staying focused, you can't get caught up in other people's energy because you are focused, honey. All right. So I really feel like, you know, we've been talking about manning your L7 and being prepared for battle. And when Venus comes up on the from the underworld, that she's going to be stepping into warrior mode. Right. We talked about that. Right. Now, the Shield Maiden makes plans and focus. If you can take a look at this, don't you see she got the sword and then she has all these ancient symbols all over her, the crescent moon, like all of these are symbolic to something. Okay, so if you can pay attention to the symbology, not just in the heavens, not just on television and in books, you can also start to see that the same symbology or the same reference also dwells within you. Okay, you also have White Witch popping up, which is telling you to be the light. Okay, and the White Witch is popping up one with the 5-pointed star, so you guys can go ahead and research that symbology. Second, is this a lizard in her head? No, it's not. It's not a lizard. It is a butterfly in her hair, as well as an owl. Okay. The owl actually has antennas, okay, or like a crown, okay, very, very symbolic. So you can look up definitely what the spiritual meaning of an owl is, as well as the 5-pointed star, and as well as the butterfly, what the spiritual meaning of a butterfly is, okay. Do the work, do the research, and it will mean something more of value to you, okay. Now, the other energy that's popping up today is the snake, which is all about shedding old skin, okay. So basically, we talked about this already, right? We're in full-fledged warrior mode now. This is all about your spiritual sovereignty and standing your ground spiritually, physically and mentally, creating the boundaries that you need to, and reinforcing them if you need to. And I'm talking here about emotional boundaries, okay? Maybe not so much physical boundaries, but emotional boundaries because of this energy that we're in. Pay attention to the fuck fight energy, people wanting to pull at your heartstrings, okay? Or people wanting to use past pain and past trauma to wheel you back into feeling bad or guilty about stuff. You want to be mindful of that, okay? Remember to be the light. Now, let me just say something right here, because you have to understand how this works, okay? Out of darkness comes light. Out of darkness comes light. So sometimes people don't understand, honey, before you can become the light, or before you can turn on the light switch to gain enlightenment, you got to walk through some dark shit. You got to walk through the dark stuff. Okay, so be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this energy today, and know that as you are walking through the dark stuff, or you're walking into turn on the light, you're also shedding old skin. And I talked about this. Things don't feel the same anymore. You feel different. You may not be able to put your finger on it and articulate it, but there's definitely something going on in the atmosphere. There's definitely something going on that's kind of like an awakening, right? A different awakening. Bottom of the deck from the ancestors, it is a Sun card. Enjoy success and happiness. I can't make this up, right? There's still a piece that's here, that's surpassing all understanding, right? There's still a beautiful energy that's here to support us all if we are open to it. Okay, with that being said, enjoy your wonderful Saturday, wherever you are across the world. Okay, peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. Do something kind for yourself. Honor yourself, love yourself. Drink plenty of water, because it is transitioning. A lot of what's really popping up here is there's a lot of vibrational change happening, and the water is going to help you to kind of like tap in and neutralize and balance some of that energy so you don't get dehydrated. Okay. All right. On that note, my lovelies, okay, set that notification button so you can know when I jump on to do relationship chronicles and spiritual conversations. Okay. 222. It's 222. On my clock, okay? And if you guys need to find out anything about me, you can definitely check out the description box below. Not to mention the solar eclipse meditation is coming up tomorrow. So if you're going to be joining me, I'll see you there. And for those of you that are thinking about it, you can find that information in the description box. Bye, my loves. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Love you guys. Bye.